Hello, my lovely angels. This is your girl Sam back with another episode of The Sim Squad. Hi. This video is so requested. I think the most followed up, like not requested, let's not call it requested. The most followed up, like people are like, when are you doing it? When are you doing it? Now the thing is, like some of these perfumes, I wanted it to macerate more. Oh wait, I just gave it away, didn't I? So this video is maceration updates. So I have like 15 odd perfumes over here. Some of them have macerated for the longest time since I bought them. Some of them are fairly new, so I want to give it like some more chance and see how it goes. But there's another video coming up soon, which is like a declutter video, which is like going to be the worst day of my life because I kind of like to hold on to perfumes. I'm a hoarder. Like with the things I like, I just keep hoarding. And it's so difficult for me to declutter. Ali is the exact opposite. So he likes to actually declutter as much as he can. So he's a minimalist and I'm trying to follow his path. So let me start with... it's so confusing because like all of them I know they're really loved by a lot of people out there, but for me, maybe not so much. Let me start with one which is like loved by literally everybody except me, and that is the Ansaam Gold by Lattafa. This is from their Pride collection. I won't lie, I bought it like I was like looking forward to it because the bottle just like it got me sold. I was like, oh my gosh, just look at that bottle. I want it, you know, the details and everything on it, like shoot. I was like, yes, I want it. And you know, the way people are describing it, it's caramelly, it's this, that. And I will try and put like an initial rating I'd given it and like the rating after maceration. Now I'm really hoping, because I did my best not to touch this. And I am really wishing and hoping that I like it because I don't like it. I can already smell it. Oh man. Okay, let me be fair, okay? It's not my type of perfume. It kind of gives me a detergent vibe. It smells like, you know, when my mom, like she used to have, now we have like liquids and pods and stuff to wash clothes in the machine. But when she used to do it, she used to have this bucket with a lid. And she used to put like detergent powder in there. And it had like weird smell because it was like this alkaline smell, is it? Because I know it's not acidic, it's alkaline. It's kind of like that powder that you make soap with. Lye? I think it's called lye. It smells like lye. And this reminds me of that. It smells like, in India especially, the people who can't really afford to use washing powder, or like they use these soap bars till date. They like scrub their clothes with the soap bar, and then they have this thingy, the wooden thingy, and they like, you know, with their clothes. And it reminds me of that. In India especially, there's this bar for washing clothes. It's called Vim. I'm gonna try and put a picture here. It's reminding me of that. And I kept asking people, what does it smell like? What does it, because it was like definitely something from my childhood. Now, my origin, where I came from, we were not well off. Plus, there was like a huge amount of years that I spent without my parents. Someday, I'll tell my whole story if anybody's interested. I don't think people like to listen to each other's, like, I don't know. But I might tell the whole story someday. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a get ready with me or something and I'll tell you my story. But I was like, for a few years, I was away from my parents and I was with my grandmother. And of course, she was like old school. She was using... you know, instead of using toothpaste, we had toothpaste, but she used to use the toothpaste powder. I don't know what you call it, but Colgate has that powder over there. Oh my gosh, I just started blabbing again. Let me stop. So this one smells like Vim. Okay, for me, this like, just because I've come back to it, but this one, I'm not going to declutter it. Okay, this is not a declutter video. So let me not even tell you if I'm going to declutter or not, because then I'm going to ruin the surprise. So this one, it's like, I feel it has a chance of redeeming itself. So I'm not going to like just discard it, or I'm going to keep it. Yeah. And I'll see if it macerates more, because there's so many people who love it so much. And guys, please don't tell me like it smells better on the skin or on the... I have tried it, okay? So just like, you know, it's my opinion. So for me, this one is like something I would not wear. The next one is another popular one. Again, people were like caramel. So this is like Sondos. The bottle looks like a medieval sexual torture device or something, you know. So the bottle itself was like kind of like, oh my gosh, like this top, you know, they should have done something else, you know, like the bottle is not bad, but like, you know. So I had thought this would smell like Idol or something, not Idol, sorry, J'adore, because of the whole golden thing going on. Now, okay, this one is smelling much better than what I had initially perceived of it. I'm still not getting the caramel. I don't know why. It smells like Granny Smith apples to me. Let me see the notes for this. Okay, it doesn't have Granny Smith apple or apple for that matter. So it has mandarin, orange and pear. The pear is like really strong, and it's smelling like this crispy pear, not the soft pear. I like the soft pears. You know, when you take a bite, it's not crispy. It's kind of like juicy, you know, like juice starts dripping. That one. This is like the crispy pear. You cut it like with a knife, and it, you know, the middle portion you're like, and it's still not cutting, you know. It smells like that pear. Mandarin orange, not really. I can't really sense that. Then it has like sweet notes, and they've put a picture of like candy, you know, so it does smell like it has a candyish kind of note. Then they say it has jasmine and rose. I can smell floral, which is very artificial. I will not say this is jasmine or rose at all. Then they say it has vanilla, musk and raspberry at the base notes. So this one for me right now is a very fruity, musky scent. It doesn't even qualify. The vanilla is like not qualifying into a vanilla even. Just smells like a really sweet perfume. And this is compared to Love Don't Be Shy. So again, it has the same quality like Ansaam. To me, this smells a bit like detergent, a bit like cleaning powder or sprays, you know, stuff like that. It's giving also like a little bit like bug spray, you know, like it's not smelling like a perfume that you use on your body. This smells like a perfume that you would put in a detergent or cleaning products. But again, many people have told me, give it some time. So I'm going to keep like macerating this. Plus it's quite new. Ansaam has been macerating for a long time, but Sondos is like fairly new. So I'm going to wait and see how it goes. The next one is a series of disappointments. a collection of disappointments. And I think, you know, you guys know where I'm going with this. So this one is the entire Yara range. I wanted to macerate them and visit them again because I was like, what is the big deal? Why is it viral? Why are people like insanely like loving this? I had told you guys that I'm going to remove this thingy because I just realized that you can remove it, and look, the bottle is now very bearable because I hated the packaging with this like thingy in the middle. Let me start the first one, which is the Yara. This is the original, which went viral on TikTok. Everybody was like, buy it. And I was so excited. I was like, what is this Yara? And especially when they were like, ooh, like smoothie, strawberry smoothie, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, ooh, how? I wouldn't want to smell like a strawberry smoothie, to be honest with you. But if it was like a strawberry scent, which had like a creamy note and everything, I would love to. This has gotten better in strength, but not as a scent. The scent is like very meh, like it's a very meh scent. This is something I would wear to bed. Like this is like something I would spray my bed with. Spray it all over just for it to smell like nice. It's a very pleasant smell. It's a very sweet, pleasant smell. I can't detect like a strawberry thing like separately, but it does smell something like a creamy fruit and like a lot of vanilla. So yes, it's a nice scent. Would I like it if it gets stronger? I'm not sure. Like I would not want to smell like this. You see, I wouldn't, like if guests are coming home, you know, you don't want to smell like, you know, I would wear this, especially if my friends are coming over. Like I just want to chill with them. So maybe I'm wearing sweatpants and stuff and I would spray this on me. Or loungewear, I would spray this on myself. But you know, if I'm dressed up, by the way, today I'm dressed up like a biscuit. Like when I'm looking at myself in the monitor, I'm like, oh my gosh, you look like a biscuit, you know, like a lotus biscuit. Anywho, so this one is like still not bad. I would use it. I don't want to discard it. Like I don't want to like leave it. I think I'm going to keep this just because I have a feeling that maybe in a year, miraculously, it's going to get like really strong and I'm going to get more use out of it. Because even after I spray it on myself at night and like I douse myself, right? After shower, like spray. Go to bed, when I wake up, I can't smell this at all. I can smell a slight vanilla on myself, but nothing more than that. So this one is going to still macerate. The next one was Yara Moi, which I felt was slightly better. Even the bottle is slightly like better. Like imagine if I take this out. It's cute, no? It's pretty. Looks like a lotion bottle. But I've kept this just because I want to show people. People should not get confused that I have some different version, you know. So this one I had, like when I first took a sniff, I was like, okay, not bad. But because of the disappointment of Yara, that might have carried forward to this. That's why I want to be fair with this. Now, definitely, this is definitely better than Yara. This smells like a creamy cocktail. Okay, it's reminding me of something, but not, I don't know exactly what it reminds me of. Oh yeah, it reminds me of a lotion. It smells like a lotion. You know those body lotions that smell really nice? Think Jergens, like the floral one, not the shea butter one. It smells like Nivea lotion, actually, not even Jergens. It smells like Nivea lotion, the original Nivea lotion. It's giving me that vibe. So this is nice. Like if I put like a lot of lotion on myself before sleeping, you know, coat yourself, especially in winter, you put like a layer yourself with lotions and oils, and then you go to bed like a mummy, you know. So this one is like that. So I actually like this one. It's like nice to wear at night, and plus it's like really, really cheap, right? So for a night perfume, it's not bad at all. I quite like this one now. The last but not the least is the ugliest one of them all. This is the Yara Tous. And this one is supposed to be a mango whipped cream kind of scent. Of course, when I bought this bottle, it was like an eyesore. It's on the vanity. Imagine all those gorgeous bottles behind. And then this sticks out like a sore thumb, you know. Now this one is like your very coconutty, tropical perfume that would be in sunscreens. So yeah, it'll smell, you know, this is like the exact thing which I was thinking of, what to like make of it, you know. It smells like an island. It smells like, you know, spray tans, not spray tans, the spray sunscreens. It smells like that. The coconut is like really forward, and it's a milky coconut. So it's all of these are very lactonic. They are very like, and lactonic usually is a scent I do not like, but in this I'm liking it because it's not really milky. You know, it doesn't smell like, I dislike milk so much that I can't even, like, if I smell milk, I get a gag reflex. So I stay clear of milk. Like even if I can't even drink milkshakes and stuff. First of all, my stomach is gonna go for a toss because I'm lactose intolerant, and I'm lactose intolerant like big time. Like I get like an allergic reaction to it. You know, I start feeling itchy. I start getting like hives, and the doctor said that's not possible. You know, but like I don't know, it's happening to me. So I stay clear of lactose. So this one is not impressive. Plus, it's not gained any strength. It's still very, very, very weak. No projection at all three of them, no projection. It's a skin scent, so it's only meant for you and your significant other. Like that's you're the two people who are going to smell this, you know. And even if I use it as a room spray in the house, what I have to do is I have to spray it on myself, spray it on my bed sheet, on my pillows and everything, and then it'll have some value, right? The next one is being in that lactonic zone. Oh gosh, Qaed Fursan. This is Qaed Fursan Unlimited. I'm so not excited to spray this. But you know what? I'm going to leave this for the last because after that I can just like stop. I'm going to leave that and I'm going to leave the Musk. Yes, I still have this, you know. So let me do another one. Let's do Tamima. Because Tamima, like I really like the bottle. It's so pretty, look. Looks nice on the vanity. And then this was supposed to be a dupe for L'Emperatrice by Dolce & Gabbana. I don't know what to say about this. I'm tired of like fragrances that smell like this, which is like in the category of fruits, but these are like those watermelon, berries, like something green in it. I've realized that, you know, like green doesn't work with me. They're very rare greens, like the one in Junoon Oud by Al Haramain. That one, like, it has like bergamot or grapefruit, and that one, like, it has this greenness in the beginning of that grapefruit, and it smells very nice. But this, it's just too kiddish. It smells like, you know, those fantasy sprays you get in a convenience store. Like literally, it reminds me of that. Like I know for sure that I've smelled like a fantasy spray in my childhood, and I'll try to put the picture of the one which was like that fruity thingy going on. This is something which I know a lot of people will like to wear. And maybe by layering this with like a dark thingy, like a base note, maybe tobacco. Like I don't know why I feel like tobacco would go with this. So I'm gonna again like try this with layering and see if it works. But then I have so many perfumes, you know. So my motivation to layer things to just make them work doesn't make sense to me. And I don't want to like convey like you, it's up to you, right? You can buy it, like many people like it, but this is just not my taste, and maybe this might be your taste, right? It smells very like those fake candies that you get in those shops where you can choose, you know, and put candy and those sour patches and everything, like, you know. So for me, like, no, this has definitely macerated more. It's much stronger than I initially smelled this. So in terms of maceration, it's macerated well. But has the scent changed? No. It's just become like more thick, like more potent. The next one is very controversial because like a lot of people, they loved this perfume from the get-go. I did not have a problem with the performance. I had a problem with the way it smells. It was too powdery for me. And this is like a peach perfume. This is Sutoor by Lattafa. And this was compared to Bitter Peach by Tom Ford. So the fact that I was not really in love with it, like, it's not like I disliked it, but it was not like what everybody else was claiming. They were like, it's really beautiful. So see, it's still very confusing. It's like, I won't reach for it. Like, I know it's not a bad scent. It's a good scent, but it's just that fruity thingy going on. I'm not sure if I'm fed up with it or what. Plus, it's really powdery. Yeah, it's a very good perfume. It's a very good perfume, no doubt about it. But it's just not my taste. It has that peach. Then it has like an old school powder kind of smell, talcum powder, where, you know, you smell nice as well. But at the same time, it has a darkness about it. There's something dark in the base note. So yes, it's a very good perfume. But I don't know why. I'm just not reaching for it. The thing is that when my sister had come over, and my niece, they used it one day, and I actually thought they were wearing khamra, and I was like, are you wearing khamra? She was like, no, it's the one with the crystal, the stones kind of cap. And I was like, Sutoor? And I was like, is that Sutoor? So I don't know if it's just myself. By the way, I've used this on myself, on my skin, and I was not happy. I was just like, you know, get off, you know. But it is a gorgeous scent. It is very beautiful. I know many people will like it, but for me, I don't know. I'm very conflicted about this one, guys. Again, the maceration was not for projection. This was more for if the scent will change, and it's not changed. So now all these ones that I'm doing, I remember I had bought these. These were like the old school Lattafas, right? And I bought these just to make a summer scents video for you. This is the next one. This is like confidential private goal, and this is a shameless copy of Kirke. Like the bottle even reminds me of that. And you know, Kirke, Arba Pura and all those, like, I'm just like done with them. I can't like anymore. It's just too like, everything smells like that. Your Ana Abiyat, yeah, it's just that. It's like another Ana Abiyat. But this smells so much more of apple. And this is that apple, which I absolutely don't like. It's a crispy apple. It literally is smelling like you take a bite from the apple and that initial juice you feel in your mouth. I feel this is the juice and they've packed it in this bottle. So absolutely not. It's really strong, by the way. So once you spray this, it's gonna stay. So all these, the ones I'm reviewing right now, they all are like performing really well, but it's just the scent that I'm not happy with. But in terms of maceration, I don't think this has changed even a bit, because I know these are old batches. These are like really old Lattafa perfumes. So yeah, no, scent has not changed. I still do not like it. The next one is Mayar. Now this one is a perfume that I'm so conflicted with. This is again by Lattafa. The bottle is so pretty. It has like this thing written over here. Then it has this gorgeous top. Looks like a very My Way combination. And they were saying that it's compared to My Way, but I didn't feel so. Now I remember I had not liked this just because it's really fresh. It's beautiful. But then the green thing comes in. And the green thing is like, you know, you have your florals and then your fresh cut greens. And you know, when you enter a bouquet shop, and if you've ever gone at the back of the bouquet shop where they're actually cutting the stems and actually making the bouquets, you know, the wet collective wet stems, the green ones, all stacked up in a corner. If you go and smell it, it'll smell like this. It has like the reminiscent of flowers, and then of course you're surrounded by flowers, and then you have this strong green note. But you know what? It's very interesting. The scent is like interesting. It makes me... And I remember like when it was initially, when I had reviewed this, it was smelling a little bit of gasoline. If I really stick my nose into it and if I really sniff hard, I'm still getting that gasoline. But you know what? In the air, it doesn't smell like gasoline at all. Like if I spray this like around me, It smells like a florist shop. Florist, is it the right word? Yeah, it smells like you've entered a florist shop and a lot of like lilies and like a lot of white flowers, tuberose, and you know those daisies that stink. I don't know why people put those daisies in bouquets. And then you have your baby's breath and like everything is there, you know, and then you have all your green stuff combined with the smell of gasoline. It's that. But you know what? I'm gonna still give it a chance and I will try and wear it one day. I'm gonna give it a chance to be on me. I'll do it probably at the office because I want to see how this one will do. But I have a feeling that I'll probably be okay with the perfume, but I'm not going to reach for it. Like again, this is like making no sense, I know, to you guys, but it is just not my type of perfume. Next one was something that was requested like more than any other of these perfumes. I think Sutoor was something people were asking about. Of course, the Qaed al Fursan, which was like the most controversial video of mine. Boy, I will not forget that hate, but it's okay. And like, I know everybody's like waiting for me to review that. Nasheet, of course, of Whether It's Become Stronger. And then it was this one, which was the Reve Taste of Kiss. So this one was a dupe. Even the bottle looks like La Nuit Tresor. And this was a good dupe. Like, the fact that it smelled very much like La Nuit Tresor was what made me feel like happy with this perfume. But the performance was so bad. Like, so bad. Like, it was bad. Like, it was like 10% of your La Nuit Tresor. It was so diluted. So I want to see if this has gotten better. No, it's slightly better, but I cannot smell it. Like, I can literally smell it if I put my nose to it, you know. But if I spray it all over, it literally smells like nothing. You know, it smells like nothing. So yes, when you put your nose to it, so of course when you spray it on yourself, if you smell yourself, you'll smell La Nuit Tresor, and this is like a very close dupe. But the concentration of it is so pathetic, not worth it in my opinion. And this, by the way, because I imported it from US, it cost me like a bomb. But I know in other countries, this is like a very cheap dupe brand, you know. So no, this has not changed and not macerated, and it was a total waste of money for me. Next one, again, it was bought by me to see the dupes for La Nuit Tresor, which is like one of my all-time favorite perfumes, and Jazzab Gold. I fell in love with this perfume. I fell in love. I was like so obsessed. I was just like spray. Like I was going crazy with it, right? And the only thing I was worried about was like the longevity was like 3 to 4 hours. It was not lasting on me, and everybody else was telling me, no, I can smell it on myself the whole day. So I was like, what? You know, did I get like a bad batch or something? But it's still not as strong as I would want it to be, but it was so cheap. It was like $10 or less, even less than $10. I can douse myself in this, repurchase it time and again, keep wearing it and not care about the, the longevity of it. And just because I love this perfume, just because it's a very epic perfume. It doesn't smell exactly like La Nuit Tresor, but it's the same DNA. It's the same DNA. Just like a little fresher, a little more airy. Like you feel like it's more airy. La Nuit Tresor is very like concentrated, sweet, very seductive, very like attractive. This one is more of like a I don't want to call it a watered down version because it gives you the wrong impression, but just a very light, like a younger sister kind of feel. So yes, it's still not macerated. I feel it's still quite weak, and I don't care. I'll still keep buying it. I don't mind. I'll keep spraying this like crazy and be happy with it. The next one is one of my most anticipated tries today. That's the Nasheet. This perfume, Ani by Nishane, same. Except for the fact that this one doesn't last. It's the strangest vanilla you'll ever smell. It smells like herbs and vanilla. Eucalyptus or like frankincense, myrrh, you know, like myrrh, sorry, I keep saying myrrh. Myrrh and I don't know, like resins and essential oils. It smells very apothecary kind, and it just like, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Like again, this is one of those fragrances I just cannot take my nose off. You know, it smells a little bit like Vicks Vapor Up, but think of Vicks Vapor Up like in a very low dose, and then you have like a lot of vanilla. That's why this to me is like the strangest vanilla. By the way, it's smelling much stronger than before. So I wonder if this one is going to last longer. It's definitely matured. It's definitely matured more. In terms of longevity, I'll have to check this one because I did wear it recently and I could not smell it for a very long time. But like I can feel it has changed, and plus the fact that the bottle is like, right now the bottle is like super cold, and it's a dark bottle, and someone had told me to keep it in the fridge. So I'm going to try and keep this in the fridge because this is, out of this entire lot, this is the perfume I was like most keen for. Like, so I'm going to put this one inside the fridge, and I'll probably put my Jazzab Gold as well inside the fridge and see if they macerate more. But anyhow, I'm going to test the longevity for this one, and I will let you know. I'll just spray it right now so that I can smell it on my clothes and my arm, you know, on my wrist. Now let's go to the ugly perfumes. Okay, so the first one is Tag Her. This was like, again, like a like your Jif or Harpic, or like a window cleaner, or you know, something that you spray on the counter and use to clean it. Oh god. Like I was hoping that it would smell like lemon sherbet, the candy, and maybe it would have that pencil shaving kind of thing, because this was supposed to be a dupe for DNG Light Blue. And honestly speaking, like people were saying it smells more caramel as well. Like everybody got different versions of it. Like when you read through the reviews, you're like, what are you talking about? Because the one I have, it literally just smells like lime. It smells like lime with some sweetness. And it's not even that sweet. It's just like lime. You cut the lime and you put it in the water, and then you, like, you know, let it sit for some time so that you can drink it. You know how that water smells like? Same. So no, dude, this, I don't even know, like for a woman, no way. Like maybe if I had some sweetness. You know what, let me see if I can use Sondos. Let's spray Sondos and let's spray Tag Her and see if it gives us anything that's worthy. It's better, it smells nicer. Huh, I might experiment with the combination of these two. Yeah, it's kind of smelling nice, but again, like, do I want to smell like this? Like, still smelling like cleaning products, you know, but a nicer cleaning product. Next one, the second last. So we are close to the end right now. This is your Musk Mood. I forgot its name. This is by Lattafa. This is the muskiest of musks you get, and I hated it. Like the first time I used it, no. Then a lot of people told me use it on your skin because it smells completely different on paper, the clothes and the skin. Put it on my skin. I wanted to vomit. I went to the washroom, just started scrubbing it. Was not coming off. So it was very like horrible. I had to like keep spraying other perfumes on my hand. And this kind of musk, it's a white musk, I know. It makes me feel like gagging. No, no way. I can just not. This is, first of all, it smells like a really mature woman, like a mature, like granny mature kind of a scent. Like it smells very old school as well. I know a lot of people use this pure musk, and it was mostly like old school aunties, you know, like they would wear it, and this is all I could smell on them, you know. Especially like they would come out of the shower and wear this, and it would smell like very clean and very like skin, like, you know, and that smell of like white musk that smells like skin is like, the feeling is not good. Like you're lucky if it doesn't make you gag. You're so lucky, because for me, like smelling a musk forward perfume is just not okay. But you know what? I'm never going to give away this perfume. Like this perfume is always going to be on my vanity just because the bottle, come on. It's so unique and so pretty. Looks so like a princess, you know, something that's supposed to be on the vanity table of a princess. So I'm going to keep that just to showcase, you know. And the last but not the least is the dreadful. This is like the most loved and the most hated like perfume. This is Qaed Fursan. This has the musk and lactonic note. It doesn't, by the way, say at all that it has lactonic note. The notes is nothing what this smells like. This smells like milk to me, right? It smells like cream and milk, and not in a nice way. Ugh, okay, I remember this now. It smells like what's that snowball? What's that? Raffaello. Yeah, it smells like Raffaello. It smells exactly like Raffaello. Like there's nothing else I can say about this perfume. This smells like Raffaello. The thing is, I'm not gagging as much as I did like the last time I reviewed this. No, but it's still a no. Guys, no. I'm gonna get rid of that perfume, okay? Please, I'm so sorry. I know a lot of you love this perfume and you were like, give it a chance, give it a chance. There's still hope. I remember those messages. And I was hoping as well, because I was like, I want to smell what everybody else is smelling. they were smelling more like a tropically, of course, because Rafael always has that like milk chocolate, and then you have like coconut shaving on it or something. Not happy. No, I can't even eat white chocolate, guys. When I eat white chocolate, I also like want to gag, you know. It's like, just like if I put it in my mouth by mistake, or you know, sometimes you have like this Trixie kind of stuff, right? So on the top they have like nice dark chocolate or something, or your regular milk chocolate, but then in the middle they have this entire liquidy white chocolate, and it's like the shock I get, because it's like a deception to me. This is like, guys, no. Anyhow, I learned a lot today, because these perfumes was catching dust. Like literally, every time I'm picking up these perfumes, I'm like, you know, miskeen, untaken care of, not loved, you know. This is sitting on my shelf. So I'm glad I revisited these, because I really needed to know what I need to do, because I'm going to make like a declutter video soon, and I was just like, what do I do? Like, should I keep these? Should I not? The thing is, many of my perfumes, I need to keep them because I might need them for future reference, you know. But now I feel I know these perfumes so well that I don't need to, my memory is enough for me, right? So few of them that are just like good perfumes, but they're just sitting in my counter, I might as well like sell them or give it to like my family and friends, you know. So these are like, some of them are gonna go, most of them actually are gonna go. So let's see what happens with the next video, because that's gonna be like a tricky one, because getting rid of perfumes, as I told you, it's like hurts me. Like getting rid of my things that I love like really hurts me. So yeah, let's see what happens then. I hope I answered a lot of questions. I hope I have not offended anybody, because it's okay to not like a perfume that I like, and it's okay for me not to like a perfume that you like. So let's be cool, and let's be like okay with the fact that one perfume is not for everybody, right? Our tastes are different, it's subjective. A lot of things affect the smell of every perfume, but this is the best I could do today with like the ones that I was waiting to mature or macerate. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked any of these perfumes and you feel like strongly towards them, let me know in the comment like what you think. Especially, I know for Sondos and Ansaam, like people are going to be like, wait, and I will wait for it, because like those two perfumes were, first of all, not cheap, they were expensive. Secondly, like the packaging of Ansaam especially is too beautiful. Sondos, I'm like halfway there to like just get rid of it, you know. But like then I'm like let's see, maybe it might change. But like the whole detergent scent and that lye smell, I just cannot with it, you know. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.